Hi, what is up everyone? Since it's the end of the month, I think it's time to show off some pickups that I got for this month, and I will say, this might be one of my favorite hauls I've gotten. There's a good variety of things, some stuff that I ordered finally came in, and I got a surprise or two here or there. But before I kick it off, I'm gonna ask you guys, of course, what did you pick up? I'd love to hear what you have to say, so, leave it in the comments below, or, make a video response for this. I'd love to see what you guys got. But, let's kick it off with this. Now, this first one here, I'm gonna just talk about. This one was kind of gotten on a whim, because I saw this on the Xbox 360 marketplace, which is now closed at this point. So rest in peace for that. But I saw this on here, and it was going for, what, $50 digitally? And it was at our local game store for 15 bucks. So I'm like, okay, I'll give it a shot. And that is this, Apache Air Assault. Now this is, again, published by Activision, but also developed by Gaijin. And it's basically, you play a chopper and you just go and shoot things. So it is mission based. I thought it looked cool, and because of that price tag, it drew my attention. I don't have many flying games. I have gotten some recently. I think a month ago I got a digital copy of Ace Combat 7 for PC. So I figured let's take a look at some other ones. So the little bit I've tried, it's got an interesting control scheme, and I need to see more what it has to offer. It is unfortunately not backwards compatible, so you can only play this on the 360 at that point. So, c'est la vie. The next things I got here, these were also part of PlayAsia's 3 for $100 US deal, and there were two games I really wanted on there. They had it, so I had to pick a third one, and I did. But the thing is, two of these games were for pre-order, and they wouldn't ship until, all the pre-orders are out, which was at the end of June. And that was for this one. So this is one of them here, Luigi's Mansion 2, or Dark Moon, that came out on 3DS. So this is one of them that I got. This is the reason why the package was delayed until getting it in mid-July. But the two that I really wanted, Paper Mario RPG Remake, so Paper Mario The Thousand Year Door. And then this, when I saw it on here, I had to try and get it immediately because I wanted this Super Mario RPG Remake. So all three of these games, as you can see, are Japanese copies there, but they are multi-language, so these do work on the Switch, no problems. You can play them in English, just like how I got Super Mario Bros. Wonder and Super Mario 3D World and Bowser's Fury included with it. So more Switch games to add to the collection, and I know I'm still expecting some more. Hopefully they'll ship next month and I'll get them, and then you'll see them in this pickup video. But three Switch games I really wanted. I'm finally glad to have them. This next one here is something I bought for Prime Days. Now, I was trying to see if there was anything else I wanted, but this was the only thing I saw that I thought was at a decent price. And yep, that is Persona 3 Reload. So the remake of P3. Now, I know if you have Game Pass, you can play this on Game Pass, but I wanted a physical copy of Persona 3 Reload, and now all I just need to get is Episode Aegis. But with what I've seen and the little bit I've tried with it on Game Pass, they did a good job. Atlus did a great job with this game. It is faithful. For me, the one thing is, I wish there was the female pro tag in there. Maybe they're gonna do a new version of P3R. I'm just gonna say. But with Episode Aegis coming out in September, if you have the pass or if you can buy it separately, that's still something that kind of puts it in line with Fez. So one hope I have is, we know Persona 6 is coming, but I would love to see a remake of the first two Persona games, specifically two, which should hopefully include both Innocent Sin and Eternal Punishment. If a P2 remake does exist with those in one package, I'm gonna be getting that day one for sure, so count me in. But let's just see if it actually comes to fruition. Now the next thing I got, this was actually something I ordered a while ago too, around the beginning of the year, but it just kept getting delayed with its release and for shipping, but it finally shipped. I'm proud and happy to have this. Yes, it is Baldur's Gate 3. This is the deluxe edition that you could pre-order from Larian. So, I still need to play this. I wanted to own a physical copy of it. I actually originally wanted to get this on PC, but the PC version is just one disc and it's a Steam download for it, essentially. So the one disc and it's a custom install, I think it was. Whereas if you got it on PlayStation 5 or the Xbox Series X, it's the full game, at least on there. But I know they put some patches out, so it's almost complete, but you still get the main game with this. You get a lot of goodies with it, I believe. The soundtrack, you also get a map and a bunch of other cool things, but I really wanted this. I wanted to own a physical copy of this game before playing it. And now that I have this, my, at least Baldur's Gate collection that I have with 1 and 2 on PC is now complete, so I'm happy this is finally here. Now these ones I've got here, I'm going to split this up first. First is the game itself, as you just saw, if you saw from that little bit, but I pre-ordered this, and I promised myself if there was a special edition I would do it, and if they did one for its sequel, I would do it, and they did one for the sequel. I have it pre-ordered, and we have to wait until 2025 for it to come out, but The Legend of Heroes, Trails Through Daybreak. This is the thing, when I saw this, I'm like, this has got me interested in Trails. Like, I did play through Zero and Azure. I do have reviews for those, which you can check out on the channel, but I'll post a link to at least one of them up here, so take a look at that. My arm, I gotta figure out better for that. But, no, when I saw Daybreak, Daybreak is the thing I really wanted, and its sequel, so I'm gonna be waiting for those. But this was nice because you get the steelbook with it and a hardcover art book in this nice package as well, so very happy to have it. Now we just wait for its sequel, Daybreak 2, which again is sometime in 2025. That's not the only thing I got that's Trails based, because I know they came with like digipacks now, they come with like mini soundtracks and stuff, but I didn't want that. So I have the full soundtrack for Daybreak, or otherwise known as Kuro no Kiseki. So it's a full 3 CD soundtrack in here, but not just for 1. I also got it for 2, so I had the soundtrack for Kuro no Kiseki 2. This one's 4 discs because they released it in 2 parts. Because they actually released this one into 2 parts here, so that was just a slider thing there. But I have them both. I now have a complete soundtrack for these games, but I haven't listened to anything on them because I want to play them first. But along with these 10 Nordics, I have at least some of the latest Falcom soundtracks, and now with Farewell O Zemuria coming out in Japan, which hopefully we'll get a localization announcement for that here at some point. But I'm gonna be getting that soundtrack, and if they do a special edition, if NIS does a special edition like they did Daybreak 1 and 2, I'm gonna have to get my hands on that as well. But that's really the haul that I've gotten here. So like I said, this is probably one of my favorite hauls I've gotten, with a lot of good quality stuff. I did order some more things, so when those come in, you'll obviously see those in another one of these pickup videos, but I'm happy with this stuff. I'm very pleased with it. Again, I'm going to pose the question. What did you guys get for your stuff? Let me know in the comments below, or, you know, make a response. I'd love to see it as well. But with that, I thank you all for watching. Don't forget, like the video, subscribe to the channel. I'm glad you took time out of your day to watch this. It really means a lot. So until next time, stay safe, and I will see you in the next one.
Super Retro Force.